Hello, and welcome to SpaceEngine Exploration. Let's see, where are we? Is this where we left off in the last episode? It might have been. In fact, yeah, I think I recall using this for the thumbnail. I could be wrong. Okay, so you guys might have noticed that video I uploaded about not enough suggestions. It's kind of funny, because at the end of 2017, there was too many suggestions, and man, have those tides have turned. But I asked for suggestions, and you guys certainly came through, so I appreciate that. And wow, look at that drop in frame rate with all that motion blur, because I have so many stars enabled at the moment. Just wow, look at that. I don't know what this looks like from your point of view. I'm going to try to render this one in a higher bitrate than usual, just because I can, and Vegas 15 kicks ass and lets me render a lot faster. So, yeah, I'm going to try to up the quality a little bit, even if it means 30 FPS. I prefer the higher bit rates over frame rates, to be honest, in the videos. But let's go ahead and get started with suggestions here. Let's see. Go to the edge of the universe and find a planet that, go to the edge of the universe and a planet there. I did that once. Oh, go to the edge of the universe and a planet there. Comma. There's no comma there, but comma. I did that once, and it was creepy but awesome. I've visited a few suggestions like that, but for those who are new to the series, because I do get a lot of new viewers, if you just keep flying, and flying, and flying, and flying, and flying, and flying for about a minute or two. This is going to be a little bit. You will reach the end of the theoretical observable universe, which is also just like the edge of this game. It doesn't generate any further. It totally could, in theory, but the developers decided to put it where I guess the edge of the visible universe is. I don't know. Is it the edge of the observable universe, or is it like the edge of the theoretical universe of how far the universe has expanded since the Big Bang? I don't really know the details on that. One thing you might notice is as we're flying through pockets of galaxies. Like we're in the center of nothing at the moment. Sorry, I had to mute my mic because I had to cough. And as you can see, we are at the edge of the universe. It's just a wall of nothing. And at the edge of the universe, you could turn up your magnitude and find galaxies that are just along the edge. Now, I'm not going to bother to try to figure that out. I'm just going to go to a galaxy that happens to be on the edge, not one that's like a little bit further than the rest. As you can see with my magnitude turned up, this irregular galaxy looks absolutely stunning. In fact, the regular galaxies without your magnitude turned up look kind of potato in comparison. Oh, this one's like really small, so this is very cool. Looks like I have some kind of, oh no. Looks like I just rotated around. There is just nothing over there. So if we go to the edge of this galaxy. So we're at the edge of this galaxy, at the edge of the universe, going to the star that rests on the very edge. Because that's just how edgy we are. We can go to a planet that also rests at the edge of the universe and rest on it. We can look down at this. Did that message... Okay, no, it's not showing an OBS. My mouse is about to die. I have a rechargeable mouse. As you can see, we can look into this galaxy and look into the universe, which we can't really see all that well because of auto exposure and stuff. Ew, is that a nebula? I think it's a nebula over there. That's pretty cool. And then, off in the distance, there's just nothing. Just a black void of absolute nothingness. But due to auto exposure, this galaxy is very bright in comparison to all these galaxies that are resting behind it. In relative fashion, anyway. The magnitude is just... yeah. Significantly less? Yeah, I believe less with this galaxy than it is those ones over there. Relative magnitude, that is, not absolute. And we could just keep flying. I mean, nothing stops us from just continuing to go until there is absolute nothingness in our path. Now these brighter galaxies, they're going to take a while to fade out, but as you can see, they get redshifted as we get further and further away. And they're just getting darker and darker and darker until there's just nothing we can see anymore. And there we go. I can't see anything. I can still click things, but we are essentially in a complete void of absolute nothingness right now. Okay, enough shenanigans. Let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, which is from Zacky's the Gamer. Let's go ahead and just post this ID right here. Oh no, the ID is not working. Can you go to... Ah, there's a 3 at the end. See, that would have been my mistake. Oh, nope, still not working. Oh, I see. There's an RS there. But, I mean, there's an RS there, but there's also a hyphen right after the RS. There we go. That should work. No. Why is this not working? What makes this different than any other suggestion? Ah, I see. Maybe Space 3. No. Well, this ID is not working. I'm sure you're on 9.8.0, but the ID, you must have typed it out wrong. So feel free to retype that ID in the comments of this video, and I'll get around to it in the next video. But sorry, your ID is not working. Zacky's the Gamer. Download some spaceship mods and colonize the universe. I don't really play around with mods too much in this game. Not that I don't want to, it's just... it's time consuming to do that. I mean, I can make it like its own independent series, that'd be kind of cool. But for SpaceEngine Exploration, that would just add a lot more hassle to recording what is already a very long series. So this suggestion is from... Makavith? I don't know how that's pronounced. Yeah, I can't pronounce her name. Well, yeah. I have a former reputation of being the absolute worst at pronouncing names. So I'm just going to go ahead and reset the exposure and stuff so we don't have too much potato going on with my kind of on the weak side laptop. Very nice laptop, very slow CPU. Even though the CPU is actually really nice for a mobile CPU, mobile CPUs are kind of trash compared to desktop CPUs, and blah blah blah. Okay, so this is the most beautiful planet I've ever found. Also, check out the dark side illuminated by its moon. Okay, well, speaking of illumination, this is one very, very bright planet. Like, where is the star in reference to this? Yeah, very close. What is this? That is a yellow dwarf. And this, I can't imagine, is a very cool planet. Oh, dang, -9 degrees Celsius. Why is that so insanely bright? Like, look how bright this atmosphere is. It's insane. Do I have real planet brightness enabled? I do. Real sun brightness. Let's enable that. Oh no, what have I done? Okay, real sun brightness. Does something. Keep that on. There we go. Yeah, this is just a very bright planet for how cool it is, but I guess it's not a very powerful yellow dwarf. I don't really know. But here are some beautiful eroded hills, nicely generated mountains, always like that. And we got our terrain texture, or life texture rather, I think. Can't really tell. A texture mod would be kind of cool. Not like a terrain changing mod, just something to up the terrain texture a little bit. I know 9.9.0 is supposed to do something along those lines. Ooh, look at that. Like the way the terrain generates there, it's like a huge wave. I thought that was like the sky for a moment, but no, that appears to be just how the terrain generated or something. Looks very cool. And this would be the part illuminated by its moon. As you can see, that looks very beautiful, especially with the sun just flaring across it like that. You can see the nighttime side of the planet. Let's go ahead and touch down right next to these clouds in this mountain right here. This looks like a good spot. And if we look up in the sky, we should be able to see its very nearby moon. Look how crazy bright that moon is. Beautiful. Oh no, I deleted a mountain. Okay. Let's go ahead and fly over here. See, this is a very cool nighttime view. It's not even a full moon, it's just very bright. You got the planet reflecting it back on the moon right there. So it illuminates the dark side of the moon as well. This is a very wonderful suggestion. I love the just kind of nighttime illumination happening here. You know, probably back in 2017, I said to myself that one day I'm gonna stop speaking, let's throw an in there, in a very redundant way by trying to add in filler words, like actually a lot. And I don't think that's ever gonna happen. I think I'm just stuck with that for the rest of my life, out of just pure habit. Even though it is a very bad way to speak. Oh, look at that. Not only is this like a volcano filled with lava, but it's got like hills in the lava itself. I don't know if that's just because I'm running a higher graphic quality than I usually run, and that's probably going to cause this game to crash like 50 times in this episode. But that is very neat. Look at these hills in the lava here. What would happen if I just up it a little bit more? I mean, my frame rate's already gone potato, but let's bump this up to 8. And see if it just adds more refined details to this. I'm not seeing any improvement over what I just had it at, but this is pretty cool. I like that. Anyways, let's go ahead and turn down our graphics before the game goes thermonuclear. Turn it down a little bit lower than it was before, just to kind of improve the frame rate here. Okay, so this next suggestion is from Necronium. The E in Necronium is spelled with 3. Let's go ahead and paste this in, and here we go. It's a hot gas giant. Okay, with over 200 moons. Okay, wow. I think the most I've seen is like 260 something. It was posted on the SpaceEngine Reddit, which I should be more a part of. I've not been on Reddit in a while. This looks like a protoplanetary system almost. Look at all of those moons. Ooh, we got a kind of planetary moon here. Let's go ahead and zoom into this. I love that blue color. This planet has an immense inner moon system that is visible even when viewed from its only major moon. Yeah, I can tell. It looks like a moon just exploded and is forming rings or something. Wow, that is insanely bright. This must be something with like a thick atmosphere, possibly? What is the greenhouse effect? Is 12. 367 degrees, so this is kind of Venusian-like, this hot desert here, and we're probably very close to the star as well. But look at that, even when landed on the planet, you can see all those insane moons. Does this planet have rings? Or an insane quantity of moons? Yeah, does this have rings? It doesn't appear so. Okay. I think a cool way to view this would be to touch down right here, look at the moon system, and just hit play. There we go. And we could even turn the camera a little bit to something a little different perspective here and see if I can deselect these. Oh, here's the sunrise. And that is insanely bright. There goes the sun. Ooh, we just eclipsed. Ooh, that looks cool. And we're back to daytime, where we can't even see the moons. What if we can see the shadows being casted on the planet, though? I'm not seeing any yet. That's a bit of a shame. Ooh, there's a huge storm on the planet. Pretty soon here will fade back to nighttime and those moons will become visible. And here they are popping back in. If you hear a clicking noise, that's me muting my microphone because I do have a cold and I'm coughing a lot. Ooh, we just eclipsed the planet there if you saw that. So it eclipsed us and we eclipsed it. Very cool system. There is the Magellanic Cloud, so it appears we are in the Milky Way. But, very neat suggestion. I like that. Let's go ahead and... Oh, I got a post from Demunic GD here saying, oh my god, that is an amazing find. I never thought that an amount of moons was possible to find orbiting in SpaceEngine. It's literally a ring of moons. Yeah, there's, if you check a lot of these gas giants in this game, a lot of them do this. Not like this ring fashion, but they'll generate like up to 200 plus moons. It's insane. If you check some of the threads on the SpaceEngine Reddit, you can find some posts about it. Of like just tons and tons of moons. I mean, look at all these on the outer edge. It's not just the ring as well. And a cool way to view this is to go to your magnitude limit, turn down the stars, and turn up the planets, and now you can really see how many moons are there. You can see like all the, I guess that is like some kind of asteroid belt kind of thing around the star itself. So that's a very cool way to view systems as well, is just turn off the stars, and then you can see all the individual planets and asteroids glowing in the system. And it increases your frame rate to something very suitable. But we're going to default that. And there we go. It's back to normal, and we can't really see all the little asteroids that are in the system anymore, which is sad. So the next suggestion is from Spud Tato. Have you posted a suggestion in a while? I know you're very active on this series. Let's go ahead and move on to the next planet here from Spud Tato. Yeah, I know you're very active on the series, but I don't think you've posted in a little bit. Well, this is quite Earth-like in appearance. In fact, for a second there, I thought you just linked Earth. In reference to where we are, it looks like we're near Earth, though. So, it has weird peak mountains, even though the only life on it is ocean. Also, you should join the SpaceEngine Discord server. Nah, I don't feel like joining, really, any Discord communities or anything like that right now. Like, it would be cool to just lurk there and see what posts there are, like what mods and whatever, but yeah, I don't think I'll be joining anytime soon. Are these mountains actually pink, or is that just an effect of the atmosphere? That's an effect of the atmosphere. Here's what they really look like. They have kind of a, I mean, they just look like dirt. They're brown. But you got this blue atmosphere. I guess the yellowish color mixed in with blue would probably make this kind of purplish, pinkish hue. But we got some lovely detailed mountains with snow rolling down the sides of them. Let's see if we can pick up the detail here a little bit. There we go. Now we can see the mountains a lot more detailed. Man, it'd be nice if this game didn't have the problems that it does. I hope 9.9.0 is much more stable, and I could get like a really powerful PC and just crank everything to the max, like get some i9 or something, slap like a Noctua dual tower cooler on that, and just overclock it to like 5.4 gigahertz or some crazy shit. Okay, maybe not that high, but like 5 gigahertz, and yeah, just go nuts with this game. Just get everything completely maxed out, load it up with like 16 gigs, 32 gigs of RAM. That would be a dream. And actually have it at a playable frame rate anyway. If I can get like 45 FPS on like maxed out settings, I would be a very, very happy person. Because things like this wouldn't potato until they wouldn't be potato from this distance. I have to zoom in, get everything kind of render out, de-potato a little bit, like this part right here, get it all cached. Now I can zoom out and it looks good. And I think that would be lovely, just to have that view distance and not have mountains go from N64 to Xbox 360. Okay, maybe I'm being a little bit too critical, but yeah. If I can get this game in much higher settings like that, that'd be a dream come true. Now that I've cached all that stuff and rendered all those detailed mountains, now whenever I look at the planet, it's all like 2 FPS now. And that's why I don't really run high settings. It runs a higher risk of crashing, and yeah, now my frame rate's good. I like to keep it in the, I guess, negative bias. I don't know. I know it's level of detail. Every game that is like a sandbox engine has that. CryEngine, Unity, level of detail's common. That's just how many polygons you're going to see in a model, pretty much. But I don't understand a lot about these settings. Like the loading speed, we have a value here. I assume higher is faster it loads. So this is more instant. Then we have level of detail, which has negative and positive. I don't know what that actually means. I know lower is more potato, higher is obviously way more detailed, and there goes my frame rate because I'm probably rendering like small details from a distance away. But I find it to be safe in the kind of anything below minus 0.3 region. So anything above this, you're going to start crashing and having weird things, probably using a lot more memory and stuff. But it would be cool if there was like some type of memory calculator in the video settings or something like that. Now that I have that all turned up, everything's loading quickly. So quickly that my laptop is not keeping up. So that's why you don't want to just turn it up immediately, or else when you fly down into the world, you're going to end up with things like this jagged effect. And your computer is just not really going to keep up unless you have a really good processor. So the best thing to do is keep your loading speed turned down. So now I can fly around more smoothly, and not everything is loading instantly. Even though it looks bad for a little bit, at least it's not choking, I guess, the cycles on your CPU. So yeah, takes longer to load, but keeps the entire process a lot smoother when you keep that lower. Anyways, diverting from that subject, let's go ahead and go through these comments a little bit more. Ethan Brown says, there used to be a bunch of comments on your videos. What happened? I also lost all my SpaceEngine locations after reinstalling. They were really cool. I will try to find more. If you do find more, feel free to post them on the next video. I will be sure to visit them. I am visiting like every suggestion in this video, but for future reference, max. I used to say max 1 suggestion. Let's go with a max of 2 suggestions from now on. Yeah, I want to say a max of 2 suggestions until like we get the comments back up and going. But to answer your question, I went on a bit of a hiatus in 2018. For a huge portion of 2018, there was like sometimes where there was 1 month periods where I'd not upload a video. And most of the videos I did upload were typically SpaceEngine Exploration anyways, because that's easy. That's like an easy routine video for me to make, even though it's very time consuming. It's something I can reliably just sit down without really having to come up with a script or an idea or anything like that, and just make, because you guys are wonderful and give me all these beautiful suggestions to visit in this game. And I always appreciate that. That makes making content much easier for me, because I don't really have the time to sit there and keep up with like space news and make a video for every bit of news that happens in Universe Sandbox 2 or anything like that. It's just, I just don't have that time lately. And I haven't throughout pretty much all of 2018. And the problem with that is I've not been as active. And YouTube favors activity. When you become less active, you stop showing up in people's sub boxes, which means less views, less comments, less on your analytics, less ad revenue, less everything, less engagement. So whenever you take a break for even like a 1 month period, you're going to feel that in your analytics on YouTube. That's just the reality of it. That's how YouTube works right now. That's probably how it's going to work throughout the entire future of YouTube. So you have to be active. YouTube cannot distribute your videos to all of your subscribers. There's just way too many people uploading to YouTube at once. So they have a system the more active you are, the more engaged you are with your community, the more routine you are with your schedule, whatever, the more views you're going to get, the more it's going to be distributed to your fans. And yeah, you can click the bell icon. That will enable notifications, but I've heard that's not even reliable, like even in my own comments. So you could click that if you want notifications for every single one of my videos. That would be appreciated. Like, I don't really push that much onto people though, but it is appreciated when you subscribe and click the bell icon. Like, I have my little outro, but I keep it simple. I don't really try to push things onto viewers too much. You know, if I was smart, I probably would. It's just more productive to push those kind of things onto your viewers, and many larger YouTubers have shown that. But I choose not to. It's not, I mean, you could say it's a respect thing to not have to sit there and just annoy your subscribers with little things like that. But it's not really something that people should take to heart, for people wanting to kind of plug their own stuff and promote their own channel. Because all they're trying to do is develop on this platform, which is very difficult to develop on these days, compared to what it used to be in like 2012, for example. And really the best way to grow is to sit there and plug yourself everywhere. And, well, that's an unfortunate thing. I don't really blame people for doing it. So, yeah, I just choose not to because, I don't know, I just try to not be annoying with it. So, this next suggestion is from the Redstone Hive. Let's go ahead and paste this in. And click that bell icon, smash that like button. And it's a Temper Terra. No real descriptions for these, but these are a few suggestions I assume you posted just in response to my video. Do I have atmospheres enabled? I do. Okay, so we got a very red planet. Sitting next to, I don't know what's illuminating it. Oh, gas giant there. We will investigate this in a minute. Let's go ahead and land on this bloody planet. Okay, we have something glowing there. Ah, I see. This is a tidal effect. This glowing planet here, I assume. No. There was another planet here. There it is. You are a very hot planet, aren't you? 1000 degrees. You are illuminating. You don't have a shadow. You are being affected by the tidal effects of this planet right here. So you're getting very hot, causing an emissive red effect that it's illuminating all these planets in the area. Even though, if I hit F1, no, F2, you can see that this is a planet Nemo. There is no star in this system. This planet is just hot, bugged out, making everything else glow around it. This is not the first time I've seen this effect, but it's a very cool effect nonetheless. Even got a small gas giant in this system here. I mean, that's not a star. We just have a bunch of, very different planets sitting around it. Got a gas giant, we got terras, we got ice worlds, deserts, and of course the scorched desert. I'm not going to say this is a very common bug in the game, but I've seen this a few times in the series. And as you can see, this planet is absolutely molten. So, very cool suggestion. Now, I guess there are descriptions here. Yeah, Temper Terra in a Planet Nemo system. Let's go ahead and visit the next one from the Redstone Hive. Let's paste this in. Don't forget to smash that like button. And click that bell icon. Okay. So, cold desert with breathable air. Oxygen and CO2. Sounds breathable. Atmospheric pressure is about half an atmosphere. I have a hard time breathing on it. You definitely have to acclimate to such a system like this. Let's go ahead and land here. And get this off the screen. You know what would be nice? Can I change the GUI size? I think that'd be a cool feature. I don't think I can, because as you can see, I play in 720p, which is unfortunate, but I only have one screen now, so I have to play in a window if I want to be able to see the suggestions. So I'm not able to play in 1080p like I used to, because I used to have higher res monitors, like a 4K monitor and a 1440p monitor, and then I could just run a 1080p window with like all the stuff I need, the music player, which is foobar, and OBS at the same time, and also have like the comments all on one screen. Or I would put them on my second screen and just copy them from there, and then paste them in, you know. Yeah, now that I'm on one single 1080p screen, I can't really record in 1080p, it's unfortunate. I miss recording in 1080p. That was those were good days. Those days will appear again, eventually. TM. There we go. That's a very pretty view. Right there. I like that view. What's the timestamp? We are 31 minutes in the video. So 31 minutes in the video, I'm going to get a screenshot of this, and this is probably going to be the thumbnail for the video. I like this view. We got 2 more from the Redstone Hive. Let's go ahead and copy these in. Warm Oceanio, orbiting a brown dwarf. I'm not going to take too much time on these suggestions, because there's quite a few of them. Okay, we got something interesting going on here. Got the brown dwarf there. And a star over there. And that is a weird way to view stuff, holding right click like this. Yeah, that is a weird camera effect, and I kind of like that. Like, if I changed it to something smoother. Okay, I'm done playing with that. Got a warm Oceania, and it's red and blue because of that brown dwarf over there. Let's go visit the brown dwarf. Oceania with rings is cool, but I like brown dwarfs. Okay, so we got some big glowing bands on it. Oh, and the star over there is illuminating it quite a bit. I always love the auroras on the brown dwarfs, just big spiky pink things. Oh, slow down. Okay, now that we made contact with the planet, we should be moving with it now. Let's go ahead and speed this up a little bit. You can see the auroras actually, like, physically move around, too. Like, look at that. So they don't just have a texture that's flowing across them, they physically change as well. Which is very cool to see that travel around like that. And have you guys seen in the outro of my new videos with the colorful wolf drawing that I made? I used SpaceEngine for that outro. I don't know if you guys noticed that. I think it's pretty obvious. It's like a tree overlay that I made in Clip Studio, and then a wolf I drew and then added a gradient to, and then I have like this spectrum overlay that's like masked over it, that's like cycling around in a circle pretty much, causing the wolf to change colors in various areas. And then I just have a standard clip from SpaceEngine of like me looking up at Earth's auroras with just stars in the background slowly cycling. You can see the stars travel in the outro even though it's only like 15 seconds long. And I think it just blended together really well. I like the new outro. No real branding on it, just something cool and artsy I made. And yeah, it's basically identical for the logo for the channel and the thumbnail as well. Or, not the logo, but the banner. Okay, so this next one is a brown dwarf and a warm Terra and frozen titan. Brown dwarf with warm Terra and frozen titan. I just had a stroke. Let's go to that question mark. Here we go. Another brown dwarf. Brown dwarfs are nice. Ooh, this one's big and glowing. Okay. Oh man, I think I need to take some cold medicine. Let's go ahead and zoom in here. And it's glowing big time. Like, this one is right on the edge of being a star, I think. The temperature, what is the temperature of this? 1,159 degrees. So that's about 5 times cooler than a star, I guess. Ooh, these auroras are a bit different, I think. It's a very cool effect still, but that's interesting. So are there different types of auroras in this game? Well, I know, obviously, you got the brown dwarf ones, you got the gas giant ones, and you got the planet ones, but this is pretty cool. I think it'd be cool to have auroras on Jupiter, like those blue ones that are actually there. Oh, wow. Okay, sorry about that. Got distracted. Let's see. Yeah, we got this glowing red. Is this Terra? I assume this is Terra. Yeah, this is the Terra with these black rings. Probably a different color than that, but the only light we're really getting from the brown dwarf is red light. So we don't really have a vibrance of colors here. Oh wow, look at that. Okay, we need to find somewhere to land. Because that is amazing. Let's touch down right here. And look at that thing in the sky. That is beautiful. I just can't get over that. That view of that brown dwarf in the sky. You can see its individual bands and stuff. It's just glowing there. And this is the real planet brightness. What if I just turn that off? Oh, it gets a little dimmer. Okay. But that is a wonderful view. Imagine if our sun was a brown dwarf and we were close enough to have some type of habitable something. That is amazing. We see another planet there. No, it's an asteroid. Is that a moon? Yeah, it's more than likely a moon. Either way, that's very cool. I love the way that looks. There's another moon over there. I am having to mute my microphone a lot. What is our timestamp right now? Currently at 39 minutes. So I'm gonna have to probably jump cut a few parts. See if I can try to jump cut all the parts of me coughing. That would be nice. Okay, let's see if we can touch down right here in this mountain range that has shadows being casted upon it. Get under this cloud layer. Touch down right here. There we go. Whoa, too much. I hope I didn't just crash the game. Okay. A little bit. There we go. Let's get this thing to set. See what a brown dwarf set looks like. If we're gonna get that, I think I'm at the pole of the planet. We could just reverse this. There we go. Oh, that is very cool. And it's probably just gonna pop back up because I think we're at the pole of the planet, so. No, guess not. Okay. Let's go ahead and zoom back out here. Oh, damn it. Oh, I'm gonna have to jump cut that. Or not. We'll see. Okay. Let's see. Reading through the comments. I'll get some suggestions, but I got a new computer a few months ago, and I decided not to bother installing SpaceEngine until the next version comes out. It's 1 gig. It doesn't really take that long to install, so I don't see any reason not to install 9.8.0. So I'm back. I was distracted again. A lot of my videos are typically interrupted by like an animal barking or something, and then I have to sit here and mute my microphone, wait about like a minute, and then just unmute and continue. And then I have to go back and jump cut that out. It'll be amazing someday when I just live on my own and I don't really have to deal with those kind of distractions in my videos. But, I mean, that's what most of my jump cuts have been in the past in the SpaceEngine series. It's like somebody will come talk to me, or it's just like an animal barking or something and I have to cut that out. I mean, I could leave a lot of that in, but I don't think that's very quote-unquote professional of me to do so. Like, the Outlast video I just uploaded, that was from like 2016, and my dog started barking at the end of that video. I was like, well, that's great, but I'm just leaving that in because screw it. This video is already a like potato anyway, so whatever. I'm not a huge fan of the Outlast series. Let's talk about that. I'm not a huge fan of the Outlast series. Like, they're fun games and they were pretty novel for their time-ish, not really. Outlast. I'm a big fan of horror games, believe it or not. I absolutely love horror games. But my problem is I don't find myself to be very scared of them at all. And, I mean, that's kind of unfortunate. You go to a horror game to be scared, right? And Outlast does everything wrong. It hits you with a gore and shock factor more than it does actually being creepy or ominous in any way. And the game is just very derpy as well. It doesn't make any sense. The plot of it's kind of potato. The camera system sucks. Like, screw the whole battery thing. Slapping AA batteries in your camcorder. Like, camcorders don't even take AA batteries, or, nah, whatever. And it only lasts like 30 seconds, so it's got like the worst battery life in the universe. So yeah, Outlast, I don't know. The plot of it's pretty bad. Everything's just kind of bad about it. And I think I kind of expressed that in that video. The bosses are super repetitive. They're literally the same thing. You run in a circle, flip 2 switches, and then you're done. You escape, and then move on to the next boss after traveling through an annoying sequence probably. And I saw that with Outlast 2, and I ended up never even buying the game. I've never seen a gameplay of it. I could buy the game and play through it, but I feel like it's just going to be me talking down on it the entire time. That's why I never did a series with Outlast 2 after playing that demo. But I did end up re-uploading that video to the channel, and I still got a few more videos here that I need to re-upload as well. I got a Besiege Part 3, which I think I might cut down because it's a pretty lengthy video. And I might even continue the Besiege series because the game's fun. Obviously, I was messing around with Besiege. I was kind of troll playing it. I wasn't really like playing it how you're supposed to. I just really wanted to over-engineer everything. And I love when you just completely over-engineer things in Besiege and things just explode and act really stupid. Even though most of the puzzles can be solved with a simple vehicle. But, yeah, that's just how I am with games like that, as I just love to completely make this behemoth over-engineered stupid solution to the problem. And yeah, that's probably how I'll play Besiege if I end up playing it, because that amuses me. I like making creations like that. Okay, go to that one glitchy galaxy you found around 2 years ago. I forgot the name of the galaxy, and probably around 50 times the normal amount of nebula. Oh, I know which one you're talking about. It's the one, what's his name? Dang it. Why did I forget his name? Oh, man. I think he was, like, blind or something. Like, legally blind or something like that. I remember him messaging me in the, YouTube messages when they were... Are they still a thing? I don't know. They're terrible. If you send me a YouTube message, I'm never gonna look at that, by the way. You're better off, like, yeah, comments, best way, by far. Yeah, the messages system was just terrible to begin with. Yeah, he messaged me. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, that was that one irregular galaxy that, like, completely lagged my computer to all hell. And that actually applies to, like, every irregular galaxy, like this one right here. Like, this one ain't gonna lag and crash my computer, but if I go to the magnitude and turn up the galaxies and turn down the stars, you'll find that around the center here... Okay, this is a bad example. I need a bigger one. Default. I'll find a regular galaxy. They're like the most common ones here. Oh, I found one, but I clicked away. I know which video you're talking about, though. I literally have it in the title. That was like one of the first 20 videos, wasn't it? I don't go back and watch my SpaceEngine Exploration videos, to be honest. Why am I not finding a regular galaxy? I'm finding elliptical galaxies like crazy and spirals. It's only because I'm looking for them that I'm not finding irregular galaxies. There we go. Okay, hopefully this works. Okay, this one might be a little bit more promising. Turn up the galaxy magnitude. Woof. Or not. Well, either way. To explain that, I'm not going to be able to find that galaxy without going back to the video, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going back to the video. What I was going to say is, yeah, the thing about that is the nebulas always generate, I think, on a two-dimensional plane in reference to where the black hole is in the galaxy. So they never really, they're not like three-dimensional. They just generate, I guess, on the same plane that the black hole's like accretion disk is on or something. So even irregular galaxies, even though they're giant puffy pillow marshmallow things, they don't really generate 3D very well. They kind of behave a lot like a spiral galaxy in this game. I don't know if elliptical type galaxies like the one I just had here do the same. But I never see nebulas in these galaxies anyways. These probably don't even generate them. And wow, this is a huge elliptical galaxy. This is a very huge elliptical galaxy, unless my magnitude is just messed up. So I should be at the black hole. Should be somewhere around here. Wow, what is going on here? Did I just completely destroy the game? I don't know what's going on. That is a weird elliptical galaxy. Is that happening to all the galaxies now? No, doesn't appear so. We got no stars. I broke the stars. Oh no, I broke the game. I gotta restart. That might be why we're not seeing the nebulas now. Okay, be right back. Reloading the game. Okay. So I got a comment here from GeoPlayer, since we're reloading the game anyway. GeoPlayer123 says, ever since you took a long break, where you uploaded twice in 3 months or something, the channel has been dying. As I explained earlier, that is true. I'm not going to deny that. No, the channel has been, what have I done? What the hell? I think I completely broke the game. Like, my caches must be, like, messed up or something. I might actually have to reinstall the game. Or at least dump the caches. Okay. Let's try a couple more galaxies and see if things just... No, we're not getting any stars, are we? I can still click them, but they're gone. Like, in theory, we're at a yellow dwarf. Am I gonna be able to fix this? This ain't good. Okay. I'm gonna have to two-part this recording. So it's just gonna be a jump cut for you guys, but I'm gonna have to stop this recording here and possibly figure out what the hell is going on. So I'll be back in a little bit. Oh man, we are back. New year, new install, new me. Kill me. Okay, so we have stars again, and we have stuff. We have ugly default lens flare, and I installed a mod. Okay, so let's start by unpinning all these. This is annoying. Get these out of here. We don't need these. Sitting up like this. Yeah, okay. Now we go to settings, display, change your resolution to something more appropriate. Like 12. Whoops. 80 by, can't press tab here. 720. Apply. There we go. Now it should fit properly. Okay. Go back to the planetarium. Okay, game's almost normal. Now we need to adjust our lens flare stuff. I think I had this on Eden? I could be wrong. And I think I had this on Evolution. No, I had it on a different one. Duality. Ooh, that looks cool, but that's not what I had. I see. No, not quite. I'll find it eventually. Anamorphic was probably it. Okay. MSAA, keep that off. Turn off FXAA, because nobody likes blurring. And to avoid copyright issues with the music, because it sets off the thingy. Gotta go to the settings here. Turn off music. And I think we are, for the most part, good enough. That is pretty much how I had it configured before, apart from the UI stuff. Real planet brightness, we'll rise up a little bit. Turn the scale slightly, over bright. We get some more stars in the sky. Motion blur, all the way. Let's just keep that motion blur on. Let's go turn our settings back up. And I think I'm happy with that. That's practically what it was before. Okay. So, after that small, annoying distraction, I don't know what happened. If I turned off a setting and I reinstalled for no reason, then I feel stupid. I think it's under player. Ah, yes. I don't like the default blue on that. Okay. So, I installed Rodrigo's terrain mod, I think. So we should have, yeah, substantially different looking terrain, as you can tell. But I wanted to change it up a little bit. I've ran this mod before in the past, but I'm running it again, because why not make things look a little bit different? Okay, so I did not forget about your comment, GeoPlayer. I'm going to be completely transparent about this. So I've been uploading a lot of my old videos to not only increase activity starting off 2019, because YouTube is a pain like that and forces you to be active, and you cannot step away from YouTube for even a second without being slapped across the face. But also, I wanted to get my old videos up because I'm kind of debranding my channel of all the retrograde studio crap, because I feel like that it may not be like, let's say, a real factor, but mentally for me, it's like when I have it named Retrograde Studio, I feel like I cannot do as much as I used to do under the name Abraxas. So I'm kind of debranding the channel a little bit, removing like logos and stuff, and getting rid of the space theme overall, so I can upload gameplay videos and feel free to do so like I used to. But I decided to go with Retrograde Studio because I wanted to primarily upload space-related content, and I told myself, if I want to do gaming content, I'll make my own channel for that. Well, I'm changing it back to the way it used to be, and that's just how that's going. So I've uploaded a lot of my old videos. That increases my activity, increases my analytics a little bit, which should hopefully bring back a bit more views. I should hopefully start hitting inboxes a little bit more. At least that's how I expect that to kind of work. Of course, YouTube hides all this, but it's pretty obvious. The more active you are, the better off you are. And in general, 2018 was just a very shitty year for me. So I just want to be more active overall and try to get videos out. Not every day. I'm not going to get a video out every day. Like, plain and simple. But at least 2-3 videos a week. And I've not even been keeping up that much in 2018. Like, there was month periods where I was not uploading anything at all. And, I mean, you guys are not the only ones seeing that. I see that very clearly when that type of stuff happens. Where's the moon? But yeah, I do see that. It's like, I have all the graphs and analytics right here. I could see that very vividly. In fact, I see that before a lot of the viewers do, that the channel is quote-unquote dying. Well, it's probably not dying. Probably not dying. If I choose to stay inactive, it's gonna die. But basically, where was I going with that? Yes, I'm going to try to be more active this year and try to kind of get that growth analytic back to the way it was before, if not at least close. The channel has always been growing the entire time, even without me uploading. There has been growth to the channel. It's just not like snowballing like it used to. Like, it would not grow incrementally. Like, this month I would gain 10 subs, and next month 20 subs, and next month 30 subs. No, it's been decreasing in growth, but it has been still going up. Like, in March of 2018, that is when I hit 10,000 subscribers. Well, as you can see, I'm only at 11,916 or something like that. I don't know, it's been jumping up and down lately. And right now I'm at kind of a standstill because the growth has stopped happening. And I see that very clearly. But the channel has still been going up, even from March of 2018. And the subs have still been going up. So, that's good. But there's going to be a certain drop-off, and I think I'm like, cresting over that hill. It's not going to deplete, really, unless you guys start unsubscribing. But it's going to plateau into nothing. And the longer and longer that plateau occurs, that is what determines if a channel is dead or not. Like, if I were to not upload a video for 5 months, I would be starting this channel from complete scratch, basically. And my channel would just be buried. Like, if I tried to upload a video, like, none of you guys would get any of the content and stuff. YouTube just basically leaves you hanging out to dry. And that's unfortunate that that's how YouTube works now. Like, there is just no recovery for that kind of stuff, and then you're basically better off just starting a new channel. And I've seen it with a lot of gaming channels and a lot of other channels. A lot of some of my favorite YouTubers who are smaller YouTubers experience that same kind of drop-off. And then they have to rely on, if they do want to revive their channel, basically external promotion through, like, third parties, such as, like, Twitter, Facebook, social media. But I absolutely hate social media, which is why I tend not to use it. And, yeah. Like, the main thing about YouTube is I've always wanted the growth to be directly on YouTube. So, that's why I've always focused here. And not really third-party services for this kind of growth. I like to take advantage of the systems YouTube has in place rather than using, like, third-party ways to communicate, because, in all honesty, if you're going to have a YouTube channel, you should be able to just manage everything right here on one platform, right? YouTube should not have to use Twitter for a messaging service. Like, that should be directly implemented, so I try to be as active as I can be in the comments, what I have time to reply to. I do read most of the comments, some of them do get by, which is what I'm going to touch on next with this next suggestion here, which is from Demunic2GD. It's Demunic GD, I guess. Okay, so I got this comment here saying, I posted the same suggestion 2 videos ago and you didn't saw it. Okay. 2 times 3 videos ago. So here is something that seems to be a recurring thing. I'm not missing the suggestions here, and I know that. Wow, I already flew to the edge of the universe. I'm not missing these suggestions, and I know that. They just don't appear on my comments when I look at them sometimes. Like, YouTube just does not distribute all the comments to me sometimes, and that is weird. And I don't know what's up with that. But it's the same way that my videos also don't show up in your guys' inboxes. I don't know if it's a loading thing, like it didn't manage to retrieve from its cache every comment available on my video or something. I just go to my YouTube videos like you guys do, and I scroll down the comments, open up all the responses, and then I scroll through while recording the video. I don't use like my comments page on the like Creator Studio because it's kind of a piece of crap as well. It's what I used to use, but now I get comments from all the other videos blended into it, and I end up missing suggestions if I choose to do that, so that's not really an option either. So yeah, I don't know what's really up with that, but I do have your comment right here with your suggestion on this video, so I am certainly going to visit it. So let's go ahead and paste this ID in and continue on with the video. Here we go. It is a warm desert with life. And I have Rodrigo's mod installed now, so we should have some really cool looking rivers and fun stuff like that. Okay, this ain't really a river, but it's a cool canyon. Okay, so is there any description here? One of the weirdest planets I have ever found. Okay, we're gonna have to figure out why this planet is weird. Look at this canyon, that is cool. I guess I am seeing different than you guys usually see on these planets, but I just felt like changing it up and getting a terrain mod. And here we go. We're flying through this cool canyon here, and I can't really see the texture for that life. Oh, it kind of rendered in. So it is loading. We'll wait. I'll give it another 10 seconds. I lied. That's not loading. Okay. Let's see. Why is this planet weird? Okay. Are we tidally locked here? Possibly. Yes, we got ice caps here. Oh yeah, that's right. They don't make a giant spiky wall like they do on vanilla, I guess you could say. Got this beautiful look at the atmosphere and the sun shining through it. I'm still trying to figure out why this is weird. Okay, so let's go through our stuff. Tidally locked, 1:1 ratio, solar days infinite. Atmospheric composition is oxygen. So drop a piece of iron there, it'll get very, very rusty. Atmospheric pressure is 0.2 atmosphere, so not a very dense atmosphere. We would not be able to breathe in that type of atmosphere. Temperature is 62 degrees Celsius. Greenhouse effect is 2 degrees. ESI is 68%. So I'm failing to see why this planet is weird. Rodrigo's clouds don't cause that giant cyclone-like storm. Instead, we get this little rotation here. So I'm just not seeing it. I don't understand why this planet is weird. You're going to have to explain that to me in the comments or something. Because I do not understand. Oh wow, look at this. That river generated through a mountain. Or this canyon generated through a mountain. That's a bit odd. I don't expect this mod to be perfect though. So this is a desert, but we got rivers generating through it, so it obviously had water before. And obviously we got this huge ice sheet here, so yeah. It's got liquid something. But yeah, I cannot find what's so weird about this planet. It's got organic multicellular terrestrial life, as it gets held by the plant life on the surface. Let's go ahead and zoom back in here to this green area and see if we can view the life texture. There it goes. Looks like that treetop texture or something. It's really bumpy. This mod is. Look at that. Got a bit of what looks like shading on this hill. Yeah, I think that's just being casted by the star being over there. So, yeah, let's go ahead and move on to the next suggestion here, which is from Gem Darple. Then we have one last one from Namikaze, which is a name I have not seen here in a while. Alright, here we go. Temperate Terra with life. Okay, there's our parenting star. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Is there a description here? No description. Neither is there one on the last suggestion. Oh no, things are happening. Okay, we survived. Okay, this is pretty cool looking. Got this jungle-like texture, I guess you could say. I mean, what could you really make of a bunch of pixels on the ground? You know, this kind of reminds me of Google Earth almost. This looks like Google Earth when you bring it down in the 3D view. Like, it has that same sky shading and everything. And we got a large Terra, or not Terra, but large planetary moon there. There's our hosting star. And we got this large mountain with some erosion going through it. Get that generated and zoom back out here. There we go. Nice detail. Wish my laptop was a little bit more powerful than this. It does get pretty laggy in areas like these. Especially once you get that terrain generated. Let's go ahead and get this rendered out right here. And zoom back out. But this is very cool. Very Earth-like. Like I said, this looks like Google Earth when you bring it into like 3D view. You hold shift and then drag your mouse around to change your camera angle on Google Earth, and then you go to, like, let's say someplace like Japan and view all the lovely hills they have there, or South America, and you'll find terrain that looks a lot like this actually. And I think that is beautiful. Okay. There we go. While I leave this view right here, I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next suggestion, which is from Namikaze. It's also the last suggestion of the video. Let's go ahead and paste this in. Get rid of the question mark. And it's a yellow giant star. Oh wow. Kind of a greenish appearance. See that color around the edges there? That's a bloom. Oh, hello. We got a comet here. Let's go ahead and press F2 and see what planets we have resting around here. Let's go to this one with the giant rings. Here we are. pretty close to Earth, at least judging by the angle of Barnard's Loop there. Let's go and press F2 and check out what other planets we have resting around here. Ooh, this one's like partially molten. Not molten, but it's a very hot planet, 454 degrees Celsius. So that's incredibly hot. Let's go ahead and land right here. Okay. So, let's talk about a few other things. The MLG Flappy Bird video, obviously, that was a complete troll. And I do that. I also uploaded that USPS video. I remember getting that suggestion. I was like, oh man, do I got a story to tell? This is going to be a funny video. And dumb little videos like that make me smile. Just because I love that you go to this channel and it's all like astronomy, it's all serious and stuff, and then you have like these occasional videos that it's like, okay, well, this makes no sense being here, but it's here. This is terrible. And I like that. Oh wow, the music player's still going, isn't it? That's what that was in the bottom right, wasn't it? So, yeah, MLG Flappy Bird. I need to explain that one because a lot of people don't understand that, and I did take the original video down, and I don't have it anymore. Like, I don't have that on file. That's not a video I backed up. That was something... Okay, so when I started my channel, it was shitposting. I was just putting stupid meme videos up for the most part, and that was my channel. Just pure stupid videos. That was back in like 2015. Before I officially, quote-unquote, started my channel. It was just my YouTube profile that I had a bunch of stupid videos on because I was messing around. And what I would do is I'd play these weird-ass games on the internet, and I would just record it in OBS, like, huh, I'm gonna toss this on YouTube for no reason at all. And then I completely forget about it for a long time. Then I decide, hey, I want to actually record, like, Let's Play of Limbo, which, rest in peace Limbo Let's Play. I really wish I had those on file. I don't have those backed up. And honestly, that's very sad to me because I love that game and that playthrough, and I would have totally wanted to re-upload that. Same with the Stanley Parable, the original version of the Stanley Parable, the Steam mod of it on the Source engine. I don't have that either. So those are two Let's Plays that are just gone. I don't know how to really recover them. I need to go through like all my backup files and see if I can find those, but I don't think I have them anymore. So I do highly regret taking those two Let's Plays down. I started backing up my files when I bought a 2 terabyte hard drive back in November of 2016, I believe. So anything before that I don't think I really have any backups of. But I do still have like Besiege. I have what's it called? Stranded Deep. I don't know if I'm going to re-upload that though because my quality was terrible in those videos. But I do still have Stranded Deep. And I got a few other Let's Plays here that are... I'm probably not going to upload these ones. They're not as, like, cool as games like Besiege and all that. And I want to get a lot more content like that up. Okay, the game crashed. So yeah, I think I'm just going to leave it on that note. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a lot more gaming content. I want to continue the SpaceEngine Exploration series, as always. I don't think that series is going anywhere. I'm probably going to record some Beauty of Space Engine videos. And I need to still complete the solar system on those educational videos I was doing. I do still plan to do those. I will get those up eventually. But I need to go look up a bunch of random facts about planets pretty much. And write it out. And hopefully not make spelling mistakes like I usually do in those. And then have to re-upload it 3 times. I think that happened with, it might have been the Mars video. One of them I had to re-upload like 3 or 4 times because I'm terrible and my spelling is terrible. But, I want to leave that off there. If you guys enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Smash that like button. Click that bell icon. Subscribe. Share it to your great-great-grandmother. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next video.